My name is Shannon Clemens. Some call me the nomadic author, others call me mental. Why? Because I like to think a lot. And right now, what I'm thinking about is for the simple fact that the other day I had to use an 8-2 split. I know what I was taught in school a few years back. I was taught in school that when you use the 8 and 2 split for your drive shift, it doesn't matter whether you use the 8 hours first or the 2 hours first. All that matters is that you use the 8 hours totally in the sleeper berth. I mean, you done did a post trip and everything. Do the full 8 hours in the sleeper berth, and then you come back out. Do your pre-trip, and then drive on down the road. Or you can do your 2 hours off duty or in the sleeper first. Then do another pre-trip, or you probably do your next pre-trip, and then go ahead and go about your day. Now during whether you use the 8 hours in the sleeper or the 2 hours on off duty or in the sleeper, I prefer to put it straight in the sleeper. That way there's no mistaking whatever. But whenever you do that, in order to make sure that it registers in the computer, you always put in the extra 3 to 5 minutes. I passed that, so like if you want to do 2 hours, do 2 hours and 3 or 2 hours and 5 minutes. 2 hours and 5 minutes in the sleeper. Then do your pre-trip and then go on about your day. Or do your 8 hours, but you want to do like 8 hours and 5 minutes. Then do your pre-trip and then go on about your day. Now see, what people don't understand, I've seen a lot of different people who make these videos try to get all fancy with the wording and everything, and want to tell you all of it. What they say it's a 8-2 split video, but they showing you how to change all your stuff on your PeopleNet or on your Qualcomm. Now what I'm about to tell you goes for both Qualcomm and PeopleNet. I'm gonna let you know that right now. It goes for both Qualcomm and PeopleNet. E-logs. I've seen people talk about scenarios where I just wanted to drive down the road about 2 hours and then park because I wanted to beat out traffic. Come on, man. In a real life scenario, who in the hell uses about 2 to 4 hours of drive? You know what I'm saying? Hours of drive, and they got a full 11-hour clock, and then want to park and do a little 8-hour sleeper. Some people liable to call you a lazy fuck. I mean, excuse the way I put it, but I'm just saying. Let's be real with it. I'm not about to take you all around the world and all this other stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Some people want to play around with the PeopleNet and all this other stuff, or the Qualcomm showing you pictures and all this. I'm gonna just tell you flat out. Look, I done read comments where people really need to know this information, but they don't know it because they don't know it. They done ran out of drive time and they want to know, how do I do an 8-2 split? Do I have any drive time? I don't have no drive time when I went into my sleeper. Can I do an 8-2 split? Some people will sit there and tell you gotta have time on your clock from the last one, from your last drive shift, in order for you to pull it off. Bullshit. I'm gonna tell it to you right now. You know, so I'm not gonna go be fancy about any of that. That's bullshit. You can drive your whole 11-hour shift out. Do your pro strip, go to sleep for 8 hours. Then come out of the sleeper. It might say 0, or you might have stopped an hour early. You might have an hour on there. You might have an hour. Now, electronic logs is going to log in where you started at. How many hours you had in the sleeper. Or on off duty, it's going to log everything that you do. It's going to log it all. So I'm going to let you know right now. There's bullshit saying that you need time on the last clock in order to get it to no. Just do your 8 hours in the sleeper. 8 hours and 5 minutes, excuse me. Put in that extra 5 minutes so it makes sure that it registers in that computer. Because if you come out straight out at 8 o'clock, it might not register and just try to drop you all the way back. And you have to start all the way. It totally screws you out of your time and everything. You know? And nobody wants to go through that. Nobody. Not even me. So I wouldn't do that to you. You do your 8 hours and 5 minutes, and then you drive 5-6 hours down the road. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time I would normally use something like that. And so I can get, you know what I'm saying, because I'm like 2 or 3 hours, maybe 5 hours away from where I need to be, and I need to come out of my sleeper early in order to make that time schedule. So drive 6-7 hours. Then you got to make sure that you do that 2 hours. You might have to drive 9 more hours. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that you got to do that extra 2 hours in off duty or in a sleeper. I throw it right in the sleeper. When I get to the shipper, throw it in the sleeper. Because when you get that 2 hours done, whatever time you had left that you didn't drive during that 11 hours, when you came out of the sleeper in the first place, whether you did the 8 hours or the 2 hours, it's gonna give it right back to you on your logs. It's gonna give it right back to you. If you did 8 hours, you know what I'm saying, you went into your sleep, you did an 8 hour and 5 minute sleeper. Then you turn around and come out of, you know what I'm saying, you come out of the sleeper, do your pre-trip, you drive for about 8 hours. You go in, you know what I'm saying, 8 hours you go in the sleeper. When you do your, you know what I'm saying, so you can do that last 2 hours. Then once you do that last 2 hours in the sleeper or on off duty, it'll give you that other 3 hours back from that 11 hours so you can get down the road, go wherever it is that you need to go pick up your next load, or get somewhere to go get back in the sleeper if that's what you want or need to do. You know what I'm saying? So it gives it to you. So what I'm telling you goes for both Qualcomm and PeopleNet. I'm not gonna get fancy with it. You can do the 2 hours and then drive 9 hours and then go in the sleeper and then come, you know what I'm saying, for 8 hours and then get back out and you still have 2 hours to go. But then you got to go back in that sleeper again. So why would you drive 9 hours and then, you know what I'm saying, go back in the sleeper just so you can come out and only do 2? You had to redo it all over again. Drive that 2, then do another 2, and then drive, you know what I'm saying, drive that 2, then do another 2 in the sleeper, and then come out. But here's the catch. When you go in the sleeper for that 8 hours or that 2 hours, you do your pre-trip. When you come out of that, you know what I'm saying, no. When you come out of it, you do your pre-trip. Then when you go into your sleeper again to do that either 2 hours, that last 2 hours that you needed, or that last 8 hours that you needed. You know what I'm saying? It'll automatically give you, you know what I'm saying, the fact that you already did your pre-trip, so you don't have to redo a secondary pre-trip. It's already done. No need to worry. So you don't have to worry about that at all. Just going about going about your day. But make sure that you do a post trip when you after that segment before you go into the sleeper to do your full 10 hours, or so you start your next shift or whatever it is that you're gonna do. All right, y'all. I just wanted to make that known to you. Make it straight up and plain so you understand. Because too many people giving out this information and they trying to get too technical with it. You know what I'm saying? And they don't answer the question that people have in their minds. People want to know this information because they really need to know it. They don't know it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why they're searching for this information. You're taking them all around the world, and they get totally screwed up, but and still got questions when you finish. I'm giving you this video so you have no more questions about the 8-2 split. Okay? Rewind what I said if you have to, and really pay attention to what I said. I gave it to you plain as day. There's no getting no clearer on that on the inspiration. I got the PeopleNet currently, and I've done it on the PeopleNet. The PeopleNet will register. You just gotta drive on out. It just won't make the. Even if you have 2 hours, let's put it like this. Even if you had 2 hours left from your last 11-hour shift, and you went and did an 8 hour and 5 minute sleeper, and you came out and you drove down it's gonna count down that 2 hours that you had from the last of But then it's gonna also keep on adding on. You know what I'm saying? Because that 2 hours count towards that day. And plus whatever else you drove. So if you drove 8 hours, you know what I'm saying, it's not gonna say 6 hours, you know what I'm saying, you still just drove 8 hours. It's just counted backwards that 2 hours that you had left from the previous day. That's the only thing it's gonna do. It's just gonna count that back, but it still counts for that same day that you just got finished driving. So and then here's what it is about your 14-hour clock. It's the reason why once you get finished that second one, it's once you do that second sleeper or off duty or whichever one is that you have to do, it automatically from when you came on the clock at you know what I'm saying, after that 8 hour and 5 minute sleeper, that's when it started your 14-hour day. It reset the 14-hour day. That's what was going on. And people got too technical with it. I'm giving it to you plain as day so you understand. Take care.